This is an audio-only recording of an exercise session for Vision of Adventure. This winter our sessions are sponsored by the charity, Fight for Sight. Cycling, led by Kath Finn. Please note that you will need some form of stationary exercise bike for this session.
And as usual, we're just going to start with 5 minutes, just pedaling, getting settled, arriving. One or two of you have been on before for a little bit, but some of you, I think, have jumped. Emily often jumps straight from work. Steve quite often jumps from an outside bike to an inside bike. And after he's given his cake time to settle. And Di's another one who's been at work probably. Esther's been running around after children. So we're just settling in. We're not too worried about cadence. That's the number of times we turn our legs over in a minute. We're just hoping that we feel nice and settled and fresh, that we're well fueled, that we've got a drink near us. And we've got sufficient clothes or lack of clothes, depending where you're cycling. Now, last week we did some overgeared effort, so that was slow cadence, building strength, practicing for pushing up hills. This week we've got kind of a little bit of graduated work, so we've got like a minute slow, a minute medium, a minute fast, and repeated in various different combinations. And we've got a little bit of working with one leg, and then we've got a bit at the end where we're going to work. There's an opportunity to work really hard if you want to. I explain, as you know, or most of you know, I explain each bit as we come up to it, so you've got an idea of what's happening. And it's lovely to have some pictures because then I can see whether I've explained it clearly or not. When you're all doing something completely different, then I know I have to say it again. And we've got a second Sue join us. So 8, lovely. And it is just beginning to get a little bit warmer. And weak spring sunshine we had today. It's still only about 5 degrees, and the daffodils are pushing through. The snowdrops are definitely out, but the daffodils are starting to show. Hooray! Spring is coming. It's very exciting. Depends if we actually get a spring and summer this year. It was very interesting, the demotivating effect it had last year when it was such grim weather in the summer, because lots of people, myself and clients, you work quite hard in the winter to try and be fit for the summer and the nice cycling, and then we got to the summer and it was like riding in the winter, and it was just like nil motivation to go out in yet more rain. So I'm hopeful for this summer. It's been quite a dry winter with us, which makes a change, and it's been really nice. So you've still got 2 more minutes moseying along at this. Just finding the metronome. There we go. Really interesting, whoever that is. There we go, got it. It's a bit like playing Star Wars. Zap the mic. One more minute, just pootling along. And then after that, we're going to start with a minute slow. So that's very nice. And then I'm going to lie, after I've finished here, I'm going to go and lie upside down and stick my legs up a wall to try and help them get better for tomorrow. I've got an appointment at 7:45 with someone who's in her mid-20s and an ex-semi-pro mountain bike rider. So I could do with something in my legs. Okay, let's start. So we're going to do a minute at a nice easy effort, and metronome's on at 90. So you want one knee coming to the top every time you hear that noise. And that should give you a lovely, steady, reasonably fast, fluid cadence. And we want quite an easy resistance. So the effort level out of 10 at the minute is about 4. 3, 4, really dead easy. We're going to do a minute at this, and then we're going to go up for a minute medium, up for a minute fast, and then back down to a minute easy. And continue that for a little bit as our warm-up. So pick one leg, and every time you hear that beat, that knee should be at the top. So if it's your right leg, right knee should be at the top of the stroke every time you hear that. If you can't keep that pace, make your resistance easier. Okay, keep the pace of the cadence, put the resistance up, which will mean you have to work harder. And you're now looking at about an effort level of about 6 out of 10. Liking it. 10 seconds, and then I want you to keep this cadence, but put your effort level up so that it's around 7, 8. So this is quite hard. If you're on your first time or you're returning from illness, probably best keeping it at the 5, 6. Okay, on to the harder one. Effort level 7, 8 if you're doing it. And that might feel like a bit of an effort to kind of get there at this stage because it's quite early in the warm-up. Okay, 10 seconds until we knock the resistance down and we go back to effort level about 4. But you're still wanting to keep that fast pedal turnover. And if that's difficult to get that pace, make the resistance much easier. So take your rest while you can get it. This should be a nice easy spin. Quite a fast spin, but a nice easy spin. Then we're going to go up to medium again in 10 seconds. So increased resistance, 3, 2, 1, now. A minute of medium. So effort 6. And then we're going to want to nudge it up again. In 10 seconds, we want to go to 7-8 if you're playing this game. 3, 2, 1, and effort 7-8 if you're going for it. Good. Nice, Esther. I don't want you killing yourself off tonight. She goes, no, I'm fine. I'm not really. You'll be great. And Sue's Camry's come to join the party, and she's going for it. Another 10 seconds, and then we're going to go back to easy. 3, 2, 1. So back to effort level 4-5. We're going to do this minute easy. We're then going to do the next one at that medium effort 5-6. Then we're going to do 30 seconds very fast, 30 seconds easy, 30 seconds fast, 30 seconds easy. And I'll count you through those. Okay, 20 seconds to go. Ten seconds, and then you're going to enter a medium. 3, 2, 1, go. Effort level about 6 out of 10. So your sentences would be broken. Breathing's quite heavy. But the speed that you're turning your legs over at is still this fast 90 times a minute. Okay, in 20 seconds time, you've got a 30-second block of as fast as you can. Now, 30 seconds is quite a long time doing that, so just measure it. Get too carried away. 5 to go. 3, 2, 1, go. Fast as you can, any cadence you like. 30 seconds worth. I love it. Esther, don't you come to me tomorrow when you're sick? Halfway, well done. Hold on to it. Brilliant job. Really good. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds easy. Then we're going to do that again. I think you like that. There's lots of you smiling. And then we'll have a little rest, but we're going to do another 30 seconds of that. So nearly ready to go. 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds. Off you go. Well done. Lovely. Halfway. 3, 2, 1, relax. Yay! So that's the warm up. Thumbs up, Jane, if you're still with us. Yep, good. So take a drink if you want one, stretch your shoulders if you need to, all that kind of thing. We're going to do a little pyramid building on what we've already done. So the first minute, level 4, 5, then level 6, then level 7, 8 for 2 minutes, then back down to level 6, back down to level 4, back up to level 6, back up to level 7, 8, back down to level 6. And I'll count you through all that as we're doing it. So it's just a kind of a little resilience block. There is a little bit of breathing space in there, but you've still got to concentrate. And after that, we'll do some thinking about just one leg, just to mix it up a bit. Variation. Good to have a little bit of a mix. Okay, we're all back on bikes and drinks. Looking good. Right, let's go. First minute, effort level 4, 5, off we go. And remember, try and keep that fast pedaling pace. We're not just swinging along to the tea shop. We're going out there to just get some miles under them wheels. So we want that little bit of focus. So we're remembering that we're sitting on our seat bones. Shoulder blades are down, our shoulders are away from our ears. There's a little bit of a bend in our elbows, so we're not propping ourselves up on our elbows, on our hands. We're using our core, which is what it's there for. Okay, 3, 2, 1, into medium. So about effort 6, 6, 7. And we're doing this for a minute, and then we're going to 2 minutes hard, but at this cadence. So it's not a sprint, it's a sustained harder effort. Looking nice. Okay, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, into hard. Sorry, into medium. It's possible that you've got an extra minute, but we won't worry about that. Normally I'm quite good. And if it is extra, at least it's a medium and not a hard. Okay, 10 seconds, and then I want you to be hard, effort level 7, 8, holding this cadence. 3, 2, 1, and go. So this should be difficult. It's that I'm going to struggle to talk, might get a word out. And we're going for 2 minutes at this, and then we go back to medium so the pressure doesn't fully come off. Trouble is, I'm going to have to train all summer to come and ride with you in August because you're going to pedal the legs off me. There's a benefit to that, actually. I've sat in front of both Di and Sue, and you just can't, and Steve. Steve's like having a rocket on the back. And you just go, yeah, pedal harder now for about, half a mile. That would be nice. But they're all a little bit competitive, so they're going, come on, can we go faster? To gear up, keep going. I forget my poor little legs are very old. Because you can't fully see how wrinkled and grey I am. Well done. You've even managed through laughing to hold on to that. All right, 10 seconds and you drop into medium. 3, 2, 1. And go to medium effort, same cadence, effort level about 6. So it's kind of not really a recovery. You've got a minute here and then we go to effort level 4. So just try and hang on to this one with good form. Remember to be really driving that knee forward at the top, really thinking about pushing the foot down, getting the power on really early. Good, you've got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and down to level 4. Keep the legs going, so it's not a rest, but there's less resistance. And then we're going to kind of repeat that. We're going to do 1 medium, 2 fast, 1 medium, and then back to easy. And that will be the end of that little block. You've got half a minute at this level. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and up to medium. So up to effort level 6-ish. I've got 1 minute at this, and then we've got 2 hard again. Halfway through it. It's looking good, well done. I'm so glad I've done mine and can sit and watch you. Double day. Drove back from my mum's, which takes about 3 hours. Got straight into the gym. Came home, ate loads and got on the bike. Done. Job done. Big tick. Okay. Going for the hard. 3, 2, 1, and go. So this is the same cadence, increased resistance, effort level around 8. Really hard to talk. Hard to breathe. Well done. I'm liking the concentration. I was going to ask who's on the multi-activity, but I'll wait for a minute. That's mean. You've got another minute, you're halfway through. Keep focused, keep pushing. Half a minute, 3/4 of the way through, well done. Three, 2, 1, and back down to medium. So don't collapse in a heap yet. 1 minute at medium. Effort 6. Just half a minute left. And you're there. 3, 2, 1. Go to relax. Well done. Now, if you're measuring where you're at, you're about halfway through. Well, it's 28 minutes past, so you're halfway through. So we've warmed up pretty thoroughly. We've done a little bit of an effort pyramid. We're now going to do a little bit of work thinking about individual legs. And then we're going to do some hard cycling at the end. And now we are having a bit of a rest. If you've got your camera on and you're going to the multi-activity, just stick your thumbs up. Yay, got 1. I only got 1. Thought Esther might be going, but no. Okay, I'm going to come and teach this coach the swimming on the Saturday, and then come back, and then come back for tea. Or a cup of tea. I might see if I can swing dinner out of them as well. But if I'm hanging around too much, they might feed me dinner. And Di's found a guide for triathlon, so you've got Lauren. Yes! Which is really good, because she's really fast. And fearless. And it's a very big hill to come back down. Okay, what we're going to do next is, if you are clipped in or have got cleats, or if you're attached to your bike, we're going to pedal with your right leg only for 30 seconds, and then both legs for 30 seconds, and then your right leg only. If your feet aren't attached at all, what I want you to do is just to really think about using the right leg for those 30 seconds, and you'll find that you do put more power through it by doing that. And really think about having a really good pedal action. So trying to get power on, pushing down as soon as your knee comes to the top, you're starting to push forwards and down. And then you're bringing it back just a little bit, pulling it along the bottom. And then you'll find that you will have to pull it up if you're only on one leg. It's very good for your hip flexors. So let's clear that. Cadence doesn't matter so much. and you will need some resistance. If there's no resistance, there's nothing to kind of push against to create tension. So, but play around with it and find what you're comfortable with. So let's go right leg, because my right side is inevitably stronger. And we'll go for 30 seconds, right leg only, or thinking about your right leg. You may find there's a kind of clunk as you get it to the top. And if you're finding that, it's because you can't quite have a lovely fluid movement around the top section. That's definitely what happens to me after about 20 seconds. So about now, I need to do a bit more practice. 3, 2, 1. Both legs for 30 seconds. A lot of you find this really easy, I think. I might ask in a minute. Oh, okay, I've got a shake. Maybe I won't make it longer. Okay, we nearly ready? 10 seconds left. Right leg only. 3, 2, 1, and go. It is inevitable we will come to the left leg, because that would be unfair. Three, 2, 1, and both. If you are finding it really easy for half a minute, you can always just run it on yourselves. There's a few people blowing. No. I think it partly depends what bike and what geometry you've got as to how easy it is. Okay, you've still only got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, right leg again. And you probably will find there's quite a lot of tension going through your arms. 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, both legs. You've only got 2 more to do. And if it is becoming really difficult or excruciating, do it with good form for maybe 10 or 15 seconds and then go back to the whole one. 3, 2, 1, right leg. Now, you can always practice on your own if you do find it hard. Don't do it when you're riding your tandem. Your pilot will get really confused. Three, 2, 1, both legs. Coming up for the last one. 3, 2, 1, right leg last time. Three, 2, 1. Normal pedaling. And then we're going to change over, but I'll give you a minute or so like this and then we're going to go left leg. It's really normal for one side to be stronger than the other, which is one good reason for doing this. So you might get a lovely surprise, but then again, you might find your left one is even worse than your right. Clear that. Okay, thinking about our left legs. A left leg only if you can. 3, 2, 1, and go. 30 seconds. It's really good for finding out whether one side's more fluid than the other. Usually one is, but it doesn't really matter in terms of injuries and things unless it's really pronounced. 3, 2, 1, both legs. I don't know if you ride the velodrome a lot, whether you end up with one leg that's stronger than the other, because you're constantly going around that circle. No. A bit like the haggis stories we used to tell the children. Oh, the haggis have got one leg's longer than the other on one side because they just go round and round the hill. Okay, ready again? 3, 2, 1, left leg. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, both legs. This is your kind of little bit of technique as a break from kind of working really hard. Ready again? 3, 2, 1, left leg, third time. We're doing 5. Three, two, one, back to both legs. Just a little bit of recovery time before we go again. Still got 20 seconds. Three, two, one, left leg. Nice job, it's nearly there. Well done. Great efforts. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Both legs, and then you've got one more to do. Coming up for the last one. 3, 2, 1. Left leg all the way. Last 30 seconds of using that one on its own. Almost, almost, almost. 5 left. 3, 2, 1. Both legs. Over and out, you're done. Lovely. Now we've just got the hard bit to do. Don't go on strike on me. Okay. There are 5 of you on camera. If you find it easier on your right leg, put your thumb up. We got 1, 2 thumbs for that. Easier on your left leg. Oh, 2. Anyone find it the same on both? Yeah. So yeah, pretty even split there, really. That's really interesting. There's definitely not a majority. My left is worse than my right. So, okay, have we had drinks? Sorted. So the last bit, we're going to do like VO2. So we're going to work pretty hard. You don't have to, Jane. It's all right. If you wish, we're going to do 2 minutes hard and then 2 minutes recovery. So it is hard in this case. If you want it to be, is hard. And we're going to do, where are we? 42, 12, 52, 54. I suppose we'd better do 3, not 4 of them, or we'll run out of time. Might get 4 in. So I'm going to leave the cadence off. 2 minutes hard means that it should be at effort level, kind of 8, 9, really uncomfortable. Cadence for probably fairly fast, so you might be up into the 100. Quite a high resistance. And that higher cadence means you can really get on top of the power, get your leg over the top of it really quickly and get more momentum onto holding it. And then 2 minutes rest. And the fact that you need the 2 minutes rest tells you that you should be working pretty hard. Okay, lovely. Just what you wanted. 3, 2, 1, off you go. 2 minutes. Now, if you listen to Stacey Sims and all that, this is your HIIT stuff. This is your high end. It should improve the amount of oxygen your body can consume, so your VO2. And that apparently means you live longer, although you may doubt it in the middle of this. If we can raise that. And you really don't need to do very much of this in a week. So remember that at least 80, if not 90% of your training should be at a pace you can chat at easily. And this is just a little bit of icing on the top. Okay, you're 1 minute through. And they reckon that 80 to 90% of your potential you will meet just by training in the chatty zone. So at effort level about 5. So if you never did any of this, depending which book you read, it wouldn't be the end of the world. On the other hand, if you never do any of the chatty stuff, it will be the end of the world. Well done, you've got 15 seconds left. Brilliant. 3, 2, 1. And relax. So you've got 2 minutes now to get your breath back, relax, sit up, roll your shoulders, whatever you need to do. And we're going to do it again. And the longer your events are, the less important the top end is and the more important the aerobic base is. And so in my world, even the shortest triathlon is an endurance event. So we need to be doing, even for the shortest triathlons, 80% of our training should be in the chatty zone. And as you get older, that percentage gets bigger. And as events get longer, that percentage gets bigger. Although trying to persuade some people is really hard. But the science is there. You've still got half a minute of chilling before being ready to go again. Okay, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're making it hard. We're going for it. We're not wasting the one hard work. Well, might not be your only hard work opportunity of the week, but for some of you it might be. Some people look for them, some people don't. I don't, I'm just dead lazy. As my mum said, I just like going out looking at the flowers. And that's what I'm going to do when I'm 80. I might only have one bike by then, but it's going to be really expensive because it's going to have an engine. Right, another minute to go. Doing well. You've got the breath to laugh, you're probably not working hard enough. Well done. There's some great faces, brilliant efforts. Really great. We've got just on half a minute to go. Last half a minute. Keep going. Have you paced it right? Can you hold it? And can you keep the same resistance for all of them? Lovely job. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax for your 2 minutes. Really well done. These are hard. So great efforts. Oh, we'll slide 2 more in. And then that will be it. Oh, you've got another minute. Such luxury. Like Di's blurred background. I'm trying to work out what's going on behind her. It's quite... Half a minute left. And it's looking like that 2 minutes is more or less about right. I think a minute would be a little short. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and go. 2 minutes of hard work. Know how long it is now. I hope your resistance is the same. First half a minute's gone. I'm not sure it's time to do your hair, but I could be wrong. I'm just having a bit of a drink because I didn't. I'm just fueling after the end of my session, which I hope you'll do after yours. Minute gone. Well done. Keep working to hang on to it. You've done 3/4. You're in your last half a minute. Great work. Good jobs. 15 seconds. Keep driving. Keep holding on. Go on, you've got it. 3, 2, 1, relax. Well done. 2 minutes rest. Last one coming up. So try and get your breathing back down, get your breathing to stabilize. Breathe using your diaphragm so your stomach pushes out rather than your shoulders going up. Quieten your system. Nose, breathe just using your nose if you can. Try to keep your mouth shut. Allow your nose to bring your system down. You've still got another minute. You're fine. Half a minute left. Before we go into your last 2 minutes work of this evening, five seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. If you want to, if you think you're just about had enough, you can start your cool down. But if you want these last 2 minutes, they're yours for the taking. You're rising to the challenge, I see. That's brilliant. Well done. Excellent. You've all hit a really lovely rhythm. 30 seconds gone. Into your last minute. Lovely. Work at holding on to it. Keep driving, keep thinking legs. No point trying to wrench the bike out the floor with your arms. It's got to come mainly from your legs. You're not going uphill. 15 seconds. That's all you've got. Lovely. 3, 2, 1, and chill. Very well done. Hooray! Brilliant efforts. Absolutely fantastic. That's lovely, right? If you're on catch up and you've been following that lot, please stay on your bike for at least 5 minutes, particularly after those last hard efforts, and allow your system to come back to some kind of normality. And hopefully see you next time.